Hello Blast Process viewers, and here we are at the International Spring Fair at the NEC in Birmingham, and I'm with Mark with
Hello everybody.
Big Chief Studios. Now then, we've met before and I know your range, but our audience may not be aware of what you do.
Right, okay. Well, we make high-end collectibles. Predominant sort of category is the 6-scale character replica figures. We're licensed for Doctor Who, 007, Gladiator, Sherlock, and the Jerry Anderson series, so Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, Stingray, etc, 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 amongst other things. So and more that will be announced shortly as well. So but yeah, so that's what we do. So it's figures, collectibles, art. We've kind of stayed back from art a little bit this year, but we're looking to sort of reboot that and rebrand it a little bit later in the year. But yeah, figures is our big thing.
Indeed, and we're standing actually in front of your two new ones.
Absolutely, yeah. This is the next series, which has just currently literally gone up for pre-order this weekend, just gone. So good old Roger Moore, as he first appeared, his first outing as Bond in Live and Let Die, with all his various accoutrements, the number of hands that he has here, that all the figures come with various hands, so they can manipulate and interact with their different accessories that they have. The light-up display base, the hand-tailored clothing, hand-painted head sculpt, the light-up, as I say, display base with the name plaque, and probably just if we just do these two first.
Indeed.
And then also in that same series, that same wave of Live and Let Die, we have Solitaire, so memorably played by Seymour, of course. Indeed. And she comes with the deck of tarot cards that she had on what is not a decorator's table, I promise you. It's not, despite it might be looking like one, it's not a decorator's table. It's a very funky 1970s table from Harlem. And the lovely and very enigmatic Baron Samedi in his sort of entertainers guise, yes, that he had.
Minimalistic costume.
Minimalistic costume, yes, and he will be wearing undergarments as well, I promise you. So right. He comes with two different expressions. He's got his very expressive performer head, doing his laughing as he was so famous for, and of course his more serious and sort of sinister look where he's looking off to one side. But lots of details you can see in the hands, the rings, particularly on Solitaire. The dress was a ton of work to get that right, and there's still little tweaks actually we're making on it now. It's still from these stages, there's always little final tweaks that we make. The hem of the dress is a little bit too long, things like that. So there's stuff that we're working on all the time.
Oh yeah, the attention to detail is very evident, even down to the rings on the fingers.
Yeah, I mean, Jane Seymour herself liked it on her Twitter page, which was fantastic. It was great. It was a lovely little endorsement for us, so it was really nice. But everything is little tassels on the dress here, the necklace, the earrings, the rings on her own fingers, obviously. So there's a lot of work that's gone into the Solitaire figure, and trying to make her as faithful as we can. It's down to the material as well. The first lot of material we had was a little bit too furry, so it kind of looked like a real crushed velvet kind of affair, and it was just too much. It was a little bit, she looked more like Dame Edna, so we didn't want that, so we had to get that right and just get the right level of the velvet effect. And along with all these little elements, the sculpted raised element that's around the sort of bib part of the dress there, with the embroidery and what have you within it, and all the little gemstones and things that are in there. Yeah. So this is the next wave along, which is Dr. No, and we're moving from where we started the line off with 2 sets of 3 figures. So Goldfinger had 3 figures, Live and Let Die had 3 figures. That was to kind of really sort of jumpstart the line and show people that there's going to expanse to it. We're moving now to 2 figures to make it a little bit easier on people's pockets, so they can then start collecting more. So it'll be Bond and another. So he's going to be accompanied by obviously Dr. No himself, who's going to be coming with his regular suit, and of course the hazmat suit as well, with the various accessories.
I was wondering how you're going to do that.
He's going to be coming with both. Bond himself here, we're just at the moment, we've done his coat, we've done his hat, but we're sort of looking at maybe the option of adding that in as a sort of deluxe accessory pack that might, be an add-on thing to it, because there's a number of accessories, there's still some other bits and bobs, and we want to kind of still keep it within the price point where it needs to be. So yeah, but it's all about that face. It's all about that, Bond, James Bond moment. that grin, that sort of wry smile that he gives. So we very much, well, we think that they've caught it really, really beautifully. It's fantastic. The sculptor Inigo, our in-house sculptor, has done an amazing, and saying Inigo, sorry, Inigo, we apologise. So yeah, it's a really lovely piece. Lots of detail in the suit, the tuxedo. So yeah, a good deal of work goes into it. Yeah, absolutely. These are the production pieces, or 3 of the production pieces from Goldfinger. Goldfinger himself, of course, Bond and Oddjob. As you're probably aware, your listeners, I'm sure your viewers are aware that they come with a number of accessories. Again, we haven't put all the accessories out here. They come in the collector style packaging, which is very much, minimalist with the duotone effect and embellished with the gold foil. On the live and let die packs, which at this stage are just mock-ups, but you'll see that there's silver foil and the handle of the knife will be in a red foil. Yeah. But they come with the various
classy look,
various accessories, the scene setter backdrops. So of course you have the various images, which also forms a kind of cover over the figure itself when it's in its blister, showing the images of the figure. And then on the inside you have your scene setter, which allows you to display your figure in your display cabinet and set the scene behind them.
Yes, without seeing your wallpaper.
Without seeing all the wires of your lights hanging down the back.
Yes.
So they have the light up display bases, so you flick the switch on the bottom, and there's soft touch on the side of the base, so you just literally touch the base to switch them on, switch them off. And again, they light up through to illuminate the name plaque with the character's name.
Well, that's nice. That's the first time I've seen that. So
it's a nice effect, isn't it? It is lovely. So, and again, the fully tailored suits, the working functional pockets. You can put the hands in the pockets. I don't think this particular one has, but on some of them they have inside pockets as well that function. And these 2 guys are wearing specially designed fat suits to give them the bulk. So he's actually more muscular than a fat suit, because he was a wrestler at one point. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he's. But they're all the suits are tailored to the fat suits are tailored, and then the suits are tailored to the fat suits to make them look correct and the correct proportions.
Yes, because obviously the problem is cloth itself doesn't scale.
No, well, obviously this material is designed for us.
Yes.
So it's not designed for, there's not a super thin material, so that's always the challenge. It's finding something that's thin enough that can simulate the fabric at scale.